A sentence has been reached for the convicted Beaufort subway murderer. A Beaufort Jasper school bus collides with a Department of Corrections van, and there are 3 new millionaires thanks to the South Carolina Education Lottery. Keep watching Beaufort. Your news starts now. Thanks for joining us for the Beaufort News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and here are your local headlines. A conclusion to the murder trial of the deadly shooting at the Subway shop in Beaufort has been made, and he will stay behind bars for life. Rogerick Lavelle Knight is guilty of walking into a Subway restaurant and opening fire on Travis Sentel homes in July of 2011. After a lengthy trial and despite pleading and statements given by the suspect's mother, the judge gave him the maximum sentence of life in prison. On Friday, a school bus and a corrections van were involved in a wreck in Sheldon, South Carolina. A South Carolina trooper said that the Department of Corrections van and a Beaufort Jasper Head Start school bus pulled out onto the highway from a gas station, then collided. The corrections bus was transporting 10 former inmates in the van. Thankfully, the Head Start bus did not yet have any children on board. The Beaufort Chamber of Commerce recently held their annual legislative reception, and the topic of priority was protecting Beaufort County's military bases. Board Chairman Frankie Denmark discussed the importance of the bases to the county, while the reception laid out the Commerce's goals for the next year. Efforts to streamline the permitting process, revise education funding, and prevent business taxes from rising were other important topics for the Chamber. The Palmetto Animal League and 98.7 The River are offering an opportunity for pet owners to get a photo of their dog or cat with Santa. On Saturday, December 8th, the annual Santa Paws will be going on from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Palmetto Animal League's Adoption Center. Photos will be $15, and 100% of the purchase price will benefit homeless pets. For more information, you can call 843-645-1725. The Literary Volunteers of the Low Country director is set to retire after more than a decade of service. Nancy Williams has been the face of the center's efforts for 21 years, but will be stepping down after February 1st. As a former English teacher, Nancy has spent many years making a difference at this organization. Williams said she may return in retirement as a volunteer. An event called Books Sandwiched In will be held at the USCB Center for the Performing Arts in Beaufort beginning in January. The series, sponsored by the Friends of Beaufort County Library, is one of the library's most popular projects. The event has been known to include local authors, well-known community leaders, educators, and even celebrities. The series will kick off this Monday the 7th at noon and continue Mondays through March 4th. Thanks to the great weather we've been having, both the Libico Convenience Center and the Broad River Boat Landing have been repaired earlier than expected. The Libico Convenience Center reopened to the public along with the floating courtesy dock at the Boat River Boat Landing. For more information, please call Solid Waste Recycling at 255-2736 or Public Works at 255-2800. A local author and photographer has sparked the interest of some Beaufort history buffs recently. The Beaufort History Museum is featuring an exhibit called Going Down the River, built on Janet Garrity's new book, and showcases 250 years of history in the Sea Islands. Museum goers can expect to see photographs from Garrity's book that capture fish camps and their natural surroundings. The exhibit is opening on December the 13th. And here's what's happening around the state. Last week was a big week for 3 South Carolina Education Lottery players turned millionaires. South Carolina retailers sold one $2 million ticket and 2 $1 million tickets for the Powerball drawing. The tickets came out of Florence, Rock Hill, and Andrews, and one of the tickets was only one number away from winning the $587 million jackpot. All proceeds from the South Carolina Education Lottery are returned to the state in the form of funding for education. More uncounted votes have been discovered in Richland County recently, 2 days after county election officials assured the public that every vote had been counted. They found an additional voting machine. The machine had been stored in a warehouse after the election and contained 27 more uncounted votes. The findings continue to build the case of how badly the Richland County Voting Office failed the election counts. Lawmakers will elect 9 judges to newly created judicial seats next month in the largest and most contested judicial election in almost 2 decades. Lawmakers added 3 circuit court and 6 family court positions earlier this year. More than 59 people applied for the positions, and so far there are 25 finalists who can fill the 9 available seats. A South Carolina family sues a sewage dump over contaminated water after state regulators installed a filter under their kitchen sink. The Wise family in Pellion, South Carolina discovered that the filter is limited in the amount of clean water it can deliver and claims that C.E. Taylor's disposal ground has polluted their backyard well. If the Wises do win, it could cost Taylor millions of dollars. If you'd like additional information on these headlines, please reference the media sources you see listed on your screen. Also, you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. When we return, we have Buck Boone of the Island News here to talk to us about a very interesting public forum taking place in downtown Beaufort this month, and we'll check in with Joe Lee to see what's new in Port Royal. Coming up.
Low Country Real Estate is located in historic downtown Beaufort, home to one of the most attractive real estate markets in America. We've been providing high-quality service to our community for the past 24 years. Whether you're interested in buying or selling residential, resort, or commercial investment property, our professional sales staff can help you with your real estate needs. Please visit lowcountryrealestate.com for details on all available properties in Beaufort, and come see how the Low Country becomes you.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. We have Buck Boone joining us now from Island News. How are you doing today?
I'm great. It's a beautiful day in Beaufort, Jessa.
It sure is. Say, Buck, I understand that Main Street Beaufort's holding a public forum for branding and marketing in the downtown area. Tell us when the event is going to take place for us.
Well, Main Street Beaufort USA invites the community to a public forum for a branding marketing charrette for downtown Beaufort on Wednesday, December the 12th at 5 p.m. The forum will be held in the Dolphin Room at the Best Western Sea Island Inn on Bay Street. Main Street Beaufort has contracted a marketing firm from Greenville to facilitate 6 roundtable sessions from December the 12th through the 14th. Information gathered at the sessions will be used to develop a brand for downtown Beaufort. Call 525-6644 to reserve a spot.
All right, that sounds like a very interesting project, so we look forward to seeing how that turns out. And I understand that the Beaufort Library has some upcoming events. Talk to us specifically about any holiday events that are coming up.
This Saturday, December the 8th, there will be a free holiday movie marathon with movies on the big screen from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and popcorn and drinks will be included. Then on Tuesday, December the 11th, don't miss the Beaufort Railroaders Model Train exhibit, a free exhibit that will be open only until Saturday, December the 15th. The library is located downtown at 311 Scott Street.
All right, and we've talked a little bit about the CERT program a couple weeks back. This is a great free emergency response training program. How can Beaufort County residents sign up for this?
The Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT, program is providing training to Beaufort County residents to increase self-sufficiency in a disaster. Participants learn skills that will enable them to provide emergency assistance to their families and their neighbors. The free course is taught in 5 class sessions through January by Julie Dimitroff, a South Carolina Department of Health employee and EMT. To sign up, contact Julie at 812-2189 or at Beaufort County CERT, that's C-E-R-T, at gmail.com. And also don't forget to pick up the latest edition of the Island News for our local gift guide and information about this weekend's Night on the Town and Light Up the Night events.
All right, Buck, we'll do just that. And what a great program, and so great that it's free. And we appreciate your report this week. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Jessa. Have a great day.
Joining us now is Councilman Joe Lee. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Jessa. Thank you.
So, Joe, you've got some reminders for us about the holiday events in Port Royal. You talked to us about some of them last week. Talk to us about what you have to remind us about this week.
Just a reminder, on December the 6th at 6 o'clock, we're going to do the community Christmas tree lighting at the Port Royal Elementary School. The students will put on a song fest. The mayor will light the tree, and we'll get to see all the new decorations in the town of Port Royal. And we hope everybody will come out for that. On Sunday, December the 9th, at 4 o'clock, we have our third annual Christmas golf cart parade. Everyone's bringing their golf carts decorated for Christmas. We'll line up at the wetlands or in front of the police station, and the parade itself will kick off at 4:45. We'll end up at Live Oak Park with a social event for everyone that's in the parade and everyone that's in the town. So we look forward to everyone coming out for that.
All right, sounds like some great events to look forward to. Now tell me about this new season that's about to start in Beaufort County. What can you tell us about this?
Well, I'm going to use Port Royal's time on this program to promote another event that doesn't get very much play, but I'm encouraging all the people that view this show to get involved. The science fair season has started in Beaufort County, and there's a science fair on December the 6th at Mossy Oaks Elementary. But this is a season that doesn't get very much play and is very, very important. Beaufort is one of only 3 counties in South Carolina that have science fairs. And this is a tremendous asset to the children who get an opportunity to explore science in a different way. And the whole science fair program will continue through into April when we have a regional science fair. And since there are only 3 other counties doing this, our regional winner has a pretty good chance of getting to a national science fair competition. We have a group of judges in Beaufort County that work very diligently to do the judging, but also to raise money to send this student to the national convention or the national science fair. And the winner there, it gets a huge Intel sponsored prize. So I encourage everyone to go to your local school, get involved in the science fair, and certainly when you see one being advertised, go visit it and see what these children are doing, because there's some really great stuff going on.
All right, what an exciting program for the students here in Beaufort County, and we'll have to check back with you to see if they can reach a national level. So thank you so much, Jolie, for your report.
Thank you, Jessa. I really appreciate it.
Coming up, we have Ben Dyar from the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, and Principal Singleton of Whale Branch Elementary School is here to tell us what's motivating students to learn Spanish. Stick around.
Hi, my name is Matt McElhaney, owner of City Loft Hotel, an upscale boutique hotel in downtown Beaufort. We are proud to be consistently ranked as the #1 hotel in Beaufort based on TripAdvisor's guest ratings and comments. At City Loft, we value our neighbors in the Lowcountry. Whether you're taking friends by boat or need a romantic getaway in Beaufort, let us at City Loft extend hospitality while introducing what's new in urban hotel design. At City Loft Hotel, we are committed to customer service. When you stay here, you're always a local.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. First of all, we have Principal Lynn Singleton and Josefina Blanc, who is joining us from the Whale Branch Elementary School to talk to us a little bit about motivating students to learn Spanish. So how are you ladies doing today?
Fantastic.
Very well, thank you.
Wonderful. Say, first of all, talk to us a little bit about Mini Grant. Tell me, first of all, what is Mini Grant and how have you been able to use it at Whale Branch Elementary?
Yes. Due to the Northern Beaufort County Foundation for Public Education, we were able to secure a mini grant. Each year, the Northern Beaufort County Grant Foundation offers twice a year grants to teachers in the district. Senor Blanc had always wanted to purchase realia, which are manipulatives, to use with students to make learning more relevant, fun, and interesting for students. So she was able to purchase a bunch of animal figures to teach phonemic awareness, or basically sounding out words to students in grades 1st through 2nd grades in order to help them learn words in Spanish. When matched, there are cards that are on syllables, and students are able to match the words and the syllables to sound out the names of these Spanish words, and students are able to learn the language. In addition, in grades 3rd through 4th, students are able to match continents and landforms. So they are able to match the animal with a particular continent of origin.
Okay, what an interesting way to learn Spanish. And talk to me a little bit about the KITEL program and how are students using this to learn Spanish in the school?
Yes, that's a very interesting program that we have just implemented this year. The KITEL program is a distant learning full immersion program in foreign language. The State Department of South Carolina actually created the program. So it can be German, French, or Spanish, and we are teaching Spanish there. And this program for the kids, it allows the kids to get 30 minutes daily of Spanish, which is very, very important because children need to be exposed to language daily, if possible, so that they can pick it up. And it allows the students to learn social studies and science standards in Spanish, in a foreign language. So this reinforces their knowledge and their studies in regular science class and social studies through Spanish. So it's a really great program. We're very happy to have it.
All right, well, Principal Lynn Singleton and Josefina Blanc, thank you so much. Such important programs that you're implementing at Whale Branch. We really appreciate you coming on today and talking to us about them. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Ben Dyar, the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. How are you doing, Ben?
Doing great.
So first of all, talk to us about the process of recycling shells to creating new oyster beds. Why do this process and how exactly does it work?
Well, in the summer months, the oysters will spawn and they'll create a free-swimming larvae, which is called spat. That'll be moved around by the tides and currents for a couple of weeks, settle out, and then land on a suitable surface, attach itself, grow a shell, and become an oyster. So we take the recycled oyster shell, we then quarantine it for up to 6 months. This is to get rid of any pathogens or invasive species that might get in the water. We then put it on a barge and find a suitable location using water pressure. We push it off the barge onto the salt marsh, and then the shells, the spat, will then attach itself and create a new oyster bed where there previously was none.
And tell me, why is it important to recycle oyster shells? What's the importance here?
Well, it's actually extremely important because oysters play a very critical role in our salt marsh. They actually are several different processes. They act as natural breakwaters to help curb erosion. They actually are filter feeders, so they filter water, and an adult oyster can actually filter up to 50 gallons a day. They actually also act as a suitable habitat for many species, almost 70 different species in the salt marsh, including flounder, red drum, blue crab. So DNR actually recycles up to 600 tons a year, almost 23,000 pounds of oyster shell, which is great, but it's not enough. We haven't met our quota. What we want to do is we actually have to still purchase oyster shell from out of state to meet our annual planting quota. And our goal is to be able to meet that quota by actually just using nothing but recycled shell from the state of South Carolina. So it's very important that people recycle their shells and educate other people about why it's important to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize what an extreme impact that makes. So
yes, they're very important.
Absolutely. And if viewers want to help contribute to recycling their oyster shells, how can viewers find out where they can recycle their own shells?
We actually have 28 public drop-off locations within 9 different counties, and we just opened up a brand new location here in Beaufort we're very excited about. It's at the St. Helena Convenient and Recycling Center, and it will service the St. Helena, Frogmore, Ladies Island area. And we want to thank very much the Beaufort County Public Works Department. They were very critical in getting that location for us. And we actually have 4 other locations within Beaufort, and you can find those locations closest to you at our website at www.saltwaterfishing.sc.gov/oyster. You can download print maps, find out locations, educational information. If you can't get on the website, you can find us at 843-953-9397. Someone will be able to tell you where you get to, closest place to you. And also, it's very important we ask that when you do recycle shell with us, please keep the trash out of the shell. It does go back into the local waters. And also, please remove any shell from bags or containers.
All right, Ben Dyar of the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, we really appreciate you joining us today. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Keep watching, because after the break, Mark Shaffer will be taking us on location to talk to us about can't miss Beaufort events coming up.
Is it time to purchase for the one-of-a-kind person in your life? Over 60 years of service distinguishes Modern Jewelers as one of South Carolina's preeminent jewelry stores.
We're proud to have been voted Beaufort's #1 jewelry store 10 years in a row. Come visit us at 807 Bay Street.
Thanks a lot. We're here at the Waterfront Park to talk about everybody's favorite holiday weekend, which is upon us, beginning this Friday with Night on the Town. You can stroll downtown Beaufort from 6 to 9 p.m. You'll see carolers, dancers, beautifully decorated windows, tree lighting, Santa, probably everybody else you know. At 5:30 on Saturday is Light Up the Night, when dazzling decorated boats will parade along the Beaufort River behind me here. Now, we hope enough boats sign up. Right now we hear it's a little iffy, so if you do have a boat, get it in the parade, please, and get in the spirit. Then Sunday is Beaufort's traditional Christmas parade, starting at 3 p.m. with marching bands, floats, the whole 9 yards. For the whole rundown and information on how you can get your boat in the parade, call 525-6644. That's Main Street, Beaufort. Now, while you're at Night on the Town on Friday, be sure to stop by the Beaufort Library Gallery, where the Photography Club of Beaufort holds their annual December show. This year's theme is white, as in the color, or perhaps the absence of color. Anyway, you can check out the opening reception, where you'll see 40 of the best white images the club shot over the year. It was a tough assignment, but the results are really amazing, and if you need proof, check out the current issue of Lowcountry Weekly. One of the best images is on the cover. Now, on Monday, December 10th, there's a great-looking documentary screening at USCB. For a few writers have changed the course of American storytelling the way Tom Wolfe has. He revolutionized writing in the 1960s with creative nonfiction and new journalism, and perfected the reported novel in Bonfire of the Vanities. But Wolfe has always remained kind of an elusive figure until now. This documentary chronicles how he conducted his research in Miami for his new book, Back to Blood. It's not only a peek inside the creative process of a master artist, but a study in how a great American writer has persisted in his craft for more than half a century. Tom Wolfe Goes Back to Blood screens at 7 p.m. at the USCB Center for the Arts. For more information, you can call 521-4145. And always pick up a copy of Lowcountry Weekly or visit us online at lcweekly.com and get what's inside. Back to you.
Thanks for joining us for the Beaufort News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah. Join us next time.